I'm gonna be Wilson again. It's like, Heidi ho, neighborino. Make this one with a pair of underwear I have. And then there's a Hello Kitty poking her head out of one of them. It's super silly and super adorable at the same time. Oh, the cat has taken over my spot. Oh, hey, Gabby. Yeah. Hi, honey. There we go. Hey guys. Hope everybody's doing fantastic tonight. I gotta readjust a little bit. We kind of Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Alright. Audio is a little out of my head. So, happy Friday. I hope everyone's doing fan-flippin-tastic. I know I am only two drinks in. It's Friday fun night. And I just felt like having a few drinks. And of course, I've got a special somebody who is off screen. You want to say hi? This is my buddy Louise. She's like an old high school friend from like way when I was a little bit smaller, but not that much smaller. We used to be in show choir together. So she's out. We're going to go to the Ren Fair tomorrow. You excited? She's never been to the Ren Fair.
It's pirate weekend, and I've got my
She's all ready to go.
Shirt on already.
Wait till you see my shirt tomorrow. My shirt is like on par. I'm really happy with it. So, yeah. So she's gonna be hanging out, and we're gonna be just kind of chilling, having some drinks, and yeah. Man, the energy music I have right now, I know you can't hear because you don't have a headset on, but fucking hell, it's like so pumpy in my ear. It's like, fuck. It's like 20 times the energy that I have right now. It's like, man, I wish I was as energetic as this music. But yeah, happy Friday. It has been a flippin' fantastic week, and I apologize for not being here on Wednesday, but Shemi's been having some health issues, and, you know, I gotta take care of him and make sure that that's prioritized. He sees the doctor on Monday, so we'll figure things out, and we'll kind of go from there. So, yeah. So tonight, we're gonna just kind of hang out and chill, And we're going to be working on some tipsy tea. I actually trimmed it down. So now we have tipsy tea, and then we're going to do some hand sewing. I know I haven't done that in like a hot minute because we've been pulling fabric for everything. You can kind of see this side. I still, after all these years, I can't remember what side is supposed to be what. Behind me, you guys can see I've got a nice pile of fabric there. You guys can't, I mean, you can see what it is right now, but I'm not showing you any more than that because that's super secret project. I've got so many things going on. It's like I feel so scatterbrained and excited. But I think the biggest thing to share with you guys, and this is the kind of stuff that I was like hinting at the beginning of the week about like big news possibly, and I had to get through a meeting and all this other stuff, but I can officially talk about it because I signed the contract and I'm officially with a distributor now. So, like, so exciting. It's like, I mean, it's not a big deal for a lot of people, but for me it's a big deal because it just means that, you know, my patterns can get out into the world and kind of grow and expand, and just more people get to see my art and get to make their own art, and that's exciting. That's, like, who wouldn't fucking love that, right? So, yes. So, we'll go ahead and we'll get into the hand sewing setup. Let's see. Woo! Holy crap on a cracker. I forgot how terrible everything is right now. Oh my goodness gracious gravy. What is wrong with this thing? This is what happens. I made carnitas tonight. Oh no, and the camera's losing it. I made carnitas tonight and had some drinks and had a good time. And this is my punishment for having a good time. Is, come on now. Let's get into the fixing of the things. No, that's not. Professional streamer is professional streamer, guys. Shikamaru, hey buddy. Thank you so much. 16 months. Man, I've known you longer than that. Holy crap on a cracker. Video capture device, dashboard, website, merch alert. Image to full animation face cam. That's not the cam I want. Hand cam. It's a draconic. Hey guys, give me just a second to fix the freaking camera control. Can we autofocus? Okay, that's a little bit better. Can we undo and you guys be okay? A little more. There we go. Oh, there we go. I think that's a little bit better, huh? It's just now everything's tilted. Never try and operate a camera on stream while drinking. It's always a fun time to be had. Oh man, I'm professional here. Okay, come on, zoom. Alright, there we go. We got a little bit of zoom going on. Let's panel. There we go. There we go. We're looking good. Doop. Yeah, how's it look, guys? And now, like, everything... What was I even doing? Oh, you know what I was doing? Oh, and it's freaking upside down. Oh, boy. How do I fix that? I forget. Oh, Chevy! How do I fix the freaking flip? I have not had too much to drink. You cannot see me drinking my drink right now. Flip, rotate vertically. Oh, I gotta get out of this. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. I can do this. I am professional. Fuck my life. Filters? I think that's what it's under, right? Transform. Flip vertically. Ha-ha! Look, I did it! Sorry, I'm peeking you guys. I apologize. Alright, now here comes the big thing. We got that. Where's my face cam now? Oh, there I am. Okay. I don't know what I was working on to get everything, like, super mumbo-jumboed. It's doing something. Oh, that's right. I was sewing. I was doing a sewing thingamabobber. Frame there. White frame there. There's that frame. Okay. Hand cam will get big again. And now I guess I can zoom out. So how you doing, Draconic? As you watch me bumble. Now I can zoom out again. Okay, I don't see it zooming out like it should. There we go, now it's zooming out. Okay, that's a little bit better. We're getting there. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. Dude, go that way. Go this way. This way. Ah. That's fine. We're gonna... Done. We shipped it. It's good. Tired of mucking about with it. Yeah, we got tipsy tea. We got our drinks. I hope you guys are ready for a nice Friday fun day. Oh, you've been in some WoW, huh? How do you like it so far? Is it everything you were hoping for? I got my Yazzie bag. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys have seen me talk about my Yazzie bag. I actually put a review up. So, go check it out. It's a very nice bag. I have all the things. You can see all the things. I will move it out of the way because it's a little bit big for right now. There you go. I'll put it off to the side. There we go. Let's find our pieces. Get our setup going. But yeah, how do you like in 10.1.5? Is it everything you hoped for, dreamed for? The real question is does it have good story? Right? That's kind of like the key there. Are you happy with the story? Look at the cupcake. The cupcake turned out so cute. As my bag goes falling. I need to get like a separate chair just for my bag. My bag needs a seat of honor, guys. Okay, and then we can get our needles out. All the bags, all the time. Okay, we got that. Got a little whale guy. He's ready to go. Oh, mouse got scooted off. Yeah, man, how did I turn that down? That was weird. Shikamaru, what are you up to tonight, buddy? Did you find a game you wanted to play? There we go. There we go. Not going lie, I've only done the story up to before the Mega Dungeon and it's been good. Visions of Chromie? Dude! Arkham at the moment with Tazzy just chilling. Nice, nice. Tell Tazzy I said hi. Did you see the whole kerfuffle, Draconic, on what was going on with the Visions of Chromie? Like, that shit was kind of bonkers between you and me. Hey, TJ! How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. I think this is the first time I've seen you chat. Maybe not. Normally it'll tell me if it's your first time chatting. If you guys don't know, TJ happens to be the amazing person that mentored our Quilty group a year ago? A little more than a year ago, maybe now. And she was part of the interview from our series that we did in H&H. Happy to be here. Always happy to have you, my friend. I'm working on some tipsy tea. Oh, TJ! I got fabric! It came in. I got both projects. Both projects' fabrics came in. I'm so excited. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm so happy with it. It's like... Yee. So excited. Okay, now for my... They made a wise decision with the changes. Yeah. Yeah. But they are also stupid to do the thing that was in poor taste to begin with. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I mean, just the I get the idea of, like, preserving the timelines, and that's, like, the Bronze Dragonflight, but, like... Yeah, you guys could have, like, done that without doing that. You know what I mean? But, yeah. What are you up to tonight, TJ? What else has stood out to you, Draconic? Like, what other big thing? Your collector's reception is being appealed to. Siege of Orgrimmar has a slip to the final... Oh! Old Solomess is unlockable, and the Old Nax Tier 3. Oh, it's skipped. Okay. Man, I remember doing Siege of Orgrimmar. I was, like, with an actual raiding group at the time, and we were actually raiding. That was fun times. That was a fun time. The front of the gate with the mechanical scorpion, I think, was like my favorite part of that particular. Watching you applique. Well, I mean, I appreciate that. Look, did you see my cupcake? Isn't it cute? I've got my teapot, and then I've got my my cupcake. I have to decide. I think what I'm going to stick with is, because I know you were there with me talking about, like, whether I should do, like, thread arting or if I should, like, remake it. So cute. I love it. And I love the little skull and the butterfly wing. You can actually track appearances now. Oh! Okay, well, I was wondering when they'd add that, because, like, they've had transmog as a thing forever, but they really haven't done that to track, you know what I mean? Eee. Yeah, I'm about 2 drinks in. Alright, I wouldn't say 2 drinks. I'm 1 drink in and on my second. And that's more of an accurate assumption of what I'm doing. And my buddy Louise is here. She's hanging out over on the side. She's coming over to say hello. Hello. This thing keeps sinking. Have you noticed? It's now below. Man.
Do you want me to help you with that?
No, I'm just going to let it go. And then when it falls, then we can just fucking do something about it. Oh, man, I tell you what. Our buddy, Susan, actually became an affiliate for a mount company. Akron Mounts. They started as semi-truck driving mount kind of people for, like, cameras and tablets and stuff. And, yeah, they were at the show. And Luke was kind of drooling over them. And they're, like, stainless steel and, like, heavy duty. And, yeah, so Luke is looking into... They are awesome. I agree with you, TJ. They are awesome. You may have created a Lightforged Warlock. How? And that doesn't feel like it should be a thing, Draconic. You know that is blasphemous to the Warlock race, right? The Warlock class. Like, for shame, forsooth. How dare you bring the Lightforge into the beauty that is the Warlock. Man, I tell you what. Yeah, I've loved, oh, fucking, of course I do that. I've loved Elgato for a while, but man, this specific mount has had its problems. And, you know, I'm sure it's fine with, like, just 1 or 2 little extensions, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different connection points, and they all kind of, like, wear on the weight, so it doesn't really stay as well as it should, you know what I mean? Yeah, that might be the next thing that I look to upgrade in the studio, is, because we already, when we did the studio remodel last year, we spent quite a bit on new cameras and some new mounts and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But, like, I want to start mounting some more cameras on the wall and all of that, and on the ceiling. My concern is, like, how is my computer going to handle that many more ports coming into it? Like, Ashemi can tell you, our computer's already having a hard time. Computer is already having a hard time with so many cameras coming in and the microphones, and just, there's a lot. There's a lot. But yeah. Are you working on anything tonight, TJ? You just kind of hanging out? You having a drink? You got little puppies in your lap snuggling? One day I shall have a puppy and it shall be glorious. Coffee. I do love some good coffee. We need to get some actual input systems. I mean, that would be nice. I don't know what that entails, though. Like, what do we have to do for that, Oshemi? What would we have to do to... I mean, how much is it gonna cost to make more money? Oh! Picking up the studio? Yeah, I did that the other day, man. You can't see all the mess on the other side. But at least I picked up the stuff behind me, right? I don't have a giant pile of fabric falling off the table. So that's a plus. That's a plus. Oh, boy. Yee. I don't think we have a meeting this weekend, right? I'm going to the Ren Fair, so I hope we don't. I'm going to be very, very tired from walking the Ren Fair and chasing a kid. No? Okay. Man, I tell you, I've had like a meeting every day this week. Not every day this week. It started Thursday of last week and stopped Wednesday of this week. Like, it was just non-stop meetings. And I'm just meeting out. You knew you were going to make a Draenei Warlock, and you went Lightforge for the Anvil racial. Okay. A 2 crafting possession. Really? That seems like a lot. Like, how are you getting your ore then, Draconic? Are you feeding ore from another character? Because that's always been my thing. And usually when you do tailoring, don't you do enchanting as well? That feels like an odd partnership. Is this like meant to be an alt where you just kind of feed things into? You have me curious now, my friend. I'm glad I found music that is kind of perky. Ashemi, is my audio peaking over there? Because I keep seeing it hit the red, and I don't know what changed with the microphone that has started making it go more red. Lots to do for you. Got fabric files from Hoffman. They got. Oh, I'm so excited. So, did they give you like an official thing or anything? Or are you working on something? I'm sorry. Okay, you didn't tell me that was going on. I knew you were like waiting. Is that what you meant about like being persistent with your emails? Oh, I'm so nosy. I'm so nosy, guys. I want to know. I want to know all the things. I have a mining engineer, Drakthir, on the same realm, and blacksmith is mostly for transmog. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Man, I haven't done, like, a multi-character season since, like, Warlords of Draenor. Because, like, with the Outposts, it was really alt-friendly. And I could just log in and do quick things and just be done. Right? I wish they had the thing where, like, your progression through the worlds were the same. Yes, be persistent. Oh, TJ, I don't know if you have heard from Liso yet, but I just got an email from her yesterday evening. She said in her email she was sorry that she hadn't gotten back to me sooner, but she had COVID. So, COVID and then, like, the Three Sisters Festival or whatever. So, I don't know if she's gotten back to you yet. She hasn't really said much in my email. Yeah. A lot of people got COVID from that. I mean, not a lot. Not like it used to be, right? But honestly, I don't not expect it at this point, right? For these kinds of big conventions. And, you know, as long as I'm up to date on my booster and I am as careful as I can be, right? I made the lock on the realm that has the defunct guild from... Oh, okay. I'm so glad, Draconic, that you are enjoying this expansion, because I know that, like, we both had talked and, like, we're dragging our feet on rejoining and all that other stuff. And I'm glad that, you know, you did come and start playing and you've enjoyed it so much. I feel bad that Oshemi and I are not playing more. But, like, honestly, I don't have time for anything, it feels like, besides this. Which, at least I enjoy this, right? You'll reach out next week, yeah. Yeah, I definitely would. I would definitely reach out. Because she basically asked me in my email if I had a media kit and what kind of ideas I had. Because, you know, I don't really think she remembered me, which is fine. I have to reach back out to ThermoWeb too. Because now that the distributor wants a demo, an hour demo, I'm going to reach out to both of them about possibly doing some sort of, like, sponsorship or, like, something like that. And see about that. You know where this ends up going. Okay, listen. Draconic, just because you tell me it's okay, and you're my good friend, and you are awesome, does not mean that it negates the guilt I feel for not being able to spend time with my friends. And honestly, that was like kind of one of my New Year's resolutions, right, this year, was to try and make more time and reconnect with my friends. Because life has been so busy, because of the kiddo, because of everything going on. And not just because, like, you guys need me to connect with you. No, I need to have that connection too, right? Because I'm a social person, I'm an extrovert. So it feeds me, you're feeding me when I get to spend time with you, when I get to hang out. And to be honest, there's so many good games that I want to play that I just... Like, Fableton just came out with that new, the new beta piece. And then Palia just announced that they're going to have open beta starting in August. So now I got to go make my account for that. You got all your things from Annie. Oh, I'm so excited. Have you scheduled, I'm sorry, guys. I'm bouncing all over the place. I have a lot of energy. Have you scheduled your live with Annie yet? I have to remember to put the AVT interview. September 13th. Okay, I don't usually watch Facebook Lives, but I will make sure to watch. I will make sure to be there and watching and all of that. So, because I want to support you and cheer you. Because you're always, look, you're here tonight and you're supporting and cheering me on. So, the least I can do is, like, support you and cheer you on. Right? Have you heard back from Valdani? We don't have to talk about it here if you don't want to, because I don't want to, like, drag all this stuff out into the air. But you always do. I mean, I try. I feel very selfish because everyone's always supporting me so much, and I don't feel like I support people enough. You're in that predicament too now. Palia, WoW, Fableton, all been getting an urge to try Division 2 finally. I have no idea what Division 2 is, to be honest with you. Dude, Dave the Diver! Oh, man. I played a little bit of that on Monday or Friday. And I am killing it. I love it. They are waiting on you to submit designs? Yes! Okay, I'm so excited. I'm excited for that. Because the last time we talked, you weren't sure what the deal was. Because you were kind of getting, like, that side swipe. Ooh, I have an update, actually. As we're talking about, like, sewing drama. Not, like, sewing drama, but, like, a little bit. So, a lot of you guys know that... Hold on, I gotta get a drink for this. Alright, here we go. You guys know that I printed my patterns, and I have a couple of stores across the U.S. who ordered patterns from me and I've shipped them, right? The first store that ordered, they were supposed to do an interview and they asked for my samples and they were going to make kits and do a Facebook Live and all this other stuff. And then my contact, who I was working with at that store, left, right? And when she left, all communication, also waiting on Houston to go live with registration, same. So as soon as she left, all communication with this store kind of dried up. But they still had my samples. They'd already paid me for the patterns, so, like, that's fine. You're not going to sell my patterns or do anything with them? That's on you. You already paid. I don't care, right? I mean, I do care, but I don't care. So I've been trying to get, like, somebody to confirm that they're sending my quilt samples back for, like, 2.5, 3 weeks now. Longer than that, to be honest with you. And it's been very frustrating. Because I have another store who doesn't want her patterns shipped until the samples were ready, because she wants to do a Facebook Live for her community and all that stuff. And, like, I already feel bad that it's, like, middle of July, and she doesn't have any of this yet, and Summer Sun is a very summery thing, and I don't want her to miss the summer window of selling these patterns. Like, fuck. So I had to reach out to my original contact, even though she had left the store. And I was like, you know, she got involved. And man, she accidentally sent me a text, 2 texts, that was meant for, I think, the people at the store. And she was chewing them out a new one. She was chewing them out so hard. And yeah, she got shit done. And she sent me a picture right then of my package with my address and the tracking number and all that. And she sent that to me yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah. She got that done. She was tired of them fucking me around. Yeah. Yeah. And then I finally got an email today at like 2:00 in the afternoon from the person who's been dicking me around over at that store. Like, oh, sorry, we were trying to find them. Here's your tracking number. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't. I know what really happened. I know. But so it's supposed to be here Monday. So I got to get it here Monday and then turn around and then ship it out to Tennessee. And yeah, try and get that to her as quickly as I can. Because I feel really guilty that she's like missed this window of opportunity. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I couldn't have said it better myself, TJ. I was a little ticked. But I'm just glad that it's resolved, and I feel bad that my friend had to get involved to deal with it. But at least it's dealt with now. So, it is resolved. For as much resolved as it can be, I guess. Okay. I love trying to pick. I kind of like that. I kind of don't like that, though. I need to get a new printer, guys. I need a new printer. Because, like, I need to print at least 500 more of these shapes for this quilt. And, like, I just don't. There we go. Like that. I just don't. Yeah. My brain's thinking. I swear, I haven't had that much to drink. I don't think. What do we want to use? Maybe we'll go with the dark one here. Kind of like that. Let's go with the teal. I need to find more of this one. I love this teal. This is such a pretty teal. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Draconic, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Just because my brain don't work well doesn't mean nothing. There we go. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me on this lovely Friday night. I know that, you know, you guys got other things you could be doing, you know, but you're here with me, and I appreciate you. I really, truly do. And I just de-threaded my thread. That's the problem with, like, sewing when you're drinking. Your grip on reality of threads isn't always as strong as it should be. And then you snag everything. So what do you guys have planned for the weekend? Like, I'm going to the Ren Fair. We're going with friends, and I'm taking the little one, and I didn't think we were actually going to get to go, but it's Oshemi's favorite thing to do, period, ever. So he made sure that we could fit it into our very tight schedule. Like, when I say tight schedule, I've been pulling like 12 to 14 hour days almost a week and a half straight now. And, yeah, I'm a little tired. Trying not to be burnt out because, like, there's still so much to do. I've been talking with my tech editor and my photographer because I have 7 patterns that need to be worked on and done mainly by October. And it's a big push. You know what I mean? So we're going to probably be really kind of buckling down and working during streams on said patterns. The one pattern we can't work on stream because the fabric hasn't been announced or released yet. Silly razor, don't be dinging at me. But yeah, Tipsy Tea for sure is gonna have a big push on it. Man, I am so I don't know about Tipsy Tea, because like I love where these appliques are going, like between this and this goes in the same quilt, right? But there's so many different fabrics. And, like, I've been listing the fabrics and the patterns, and it's, like, 6 pages already of different parts. And, yeah. And I still have the really large, that'll probably be what we work on next week, is the large applique. It's, like, a 10.5-inch hexagon. But if you guys remember, it's a faux. So it's going to be like a 22 by 24 or whatever, like, rectangle with the applique. And then we frame it with hexagons. That way it looks like a giant hexagon. And it'll be really cute. It's something I haven't particularly seen before in quilting. And I don't really remember seeing much applique with English paper piecing. I need to email paper piecing again because I have not seen them respond recently for getting the kits together. I'm not overly stressed about it. I'm really kind of just right now trying to get the push done to write the pattern so I can get it to my testers because they've been working on all the English paper piecing parts and they're about ready for the applique parts. So they can start making these 3.5-inch hexagons. Okay, there's that one. Yeah. So I'm only seeing cross-eyed a little bit, Draconic. Just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah. Are you working this weekend, Draconic? What's up, honey?
Apparently it was me.
You got a payout?
I must still have 1 subscriber or something.
See? I bet you it's DMC or something. See, I knew. Oshemi kept telling me, hey, your Twitch paid out today. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, you know, your Twitch. I just got a deposit from your Twitch. I'm like, no, you didn't. Yes, I did. Look, right here. It's Twitch. I'm like, that's not my Twitch. Why don't I have an email? Why don't I have any notifications? And he's like, no, it's gotta be yours. It can't be mine. Because he hasn't streamed in like 3 years plus, right? No, he actually went and checked his emails. Yes, it's his payout. I love it. I love it. I think it's pretty cute. Kind of makes him feel good I think a little bit. I think he, on some level, he misses streaming. Because you guys have heard when we get into stream together, for someone who's so introverted, he can turn on so well. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's easy for me to feed off of, too. Like, that's always something nice when you're, like, with another streamer who, you know, their energy matches you and you can kind of just bounce up. I like that. I really want him to start, like, joint streaming. Osh is very charismatic. He is. He is. You should tell him that. Because, like, he runs D&D. He plays D&D. He's in a very active social, like, job. Because he's, like, an AV technician. And, like, works in live events and that kind of thing. And works with, like, executives in their office and all that other stuff for, like, their Zoom meeting shit. The problem is even though he's so charismatic, he's still an introvert at heart. So any social interaction he does is very draining. It's very draining for him. Plus, right now, he's kind of in the same boat as I am, where he's, like, not enough time in the day. I honestly, I would love to, like, be able to rewind. What are you going to show me now? Why don't you just talk? Words are easy. Oshemi's like standing behind camera and like typing in his phone, and I know he's about ready to show me something. He's charismatic, but he doesn't want to be heard. Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no. What is that? What?
Can't get it to turn at all, and that's the warning that's popping up. There's an issue with the motor sensor.
Oh no.
So
Does it have water still in it?
it's got wet clothes in it, and it's down there. I have to look into how to manually drain it.
Oh no. Fuck. Well, that's pleasant. Yeah, so I guess our washer broke. Fuck, man. I can't catch a break. We can't catch a break. Ah, man. Shit. Well, fuck. Oh, man. It'll be alright. We'll try and figure out how to manually drain it, and then maybe we'll be able to get a mechanic out to look at it. Because that would more than likely be less expensive than trying to get a new one right now. Because, man, electronics, like, appliances are so freaking expensive. It's not even funny. I mean, yeah, that would be the way to do it. Yeah, so, in case you're wondering what he's talking about, we've been having some really nasty hailstorms out here. So much so that we have to get our entire roof replaced. We have these giant holes in our vents now, like up in the roof and all that. Oh, man. But the insurance is paying for it. It's like covering the whole thing, and it's covering the uninstall for the solar and all that other stuff. So that's good. And like, I guess we didn't even know when the insurance adjuster came out. Love State Farm, by the way. Yeah. Great insurance. Can't say enough about them. He came out and he noticed the dings in our grill, and we didn't even notice them. And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, we'll get you a new one of those." And he just writes it off right there. And it's like, oh, thank you. Like, we can get the house repainted. We can get the roof. This hailstorms have been really nasty. But the insurance is paying for it. Yeah. I'm very thankful for it. You know, that's what having homeowners insurance, like, and our deductible is only like $1,200 or something like that. It's like an obscenely low deductible for like house insurance. So yeah, we really kind of got lucky on that one. So, because like we can't afford $50,000 to replace the roof and take the solar off and reinstall the solar and all that other stuff. Like, if the insurance wasn't going to pay for it, we were just going to be like, well, I guess we're not getting a roof. Because, like, what you going to do? If you don't have the money, you don't have the money. You can't make a rock bleed, right? It doesn't work that way. Yeah. Yeah. So, I guess we're gonna get a new washer. I mean, we need a new washer. It's been a thing for a while. I'm only a little grumpy about it. But, you know, it'll all work out. I'm excited to get this distributor stuff going. And get orders going out and all that. That'll be interesting to see how that works. And see how that impacts everything. So, Karnak, what are you up to this weekend, my friend? Are you working this weekend or are you off? Are you going to the Ren Fair this year? I can't remember if you're a Ren Fair kind of guy. I think this is the first year that I'm not going to be dressing in garb. Normally I have my wench outfit. And that makes me really happy. But I don't have the energy right now to wear that. Because it's like a 45-minute drive just down to where the Ren Fair is going on. And, like, wearing that garb, because it's a wench garb, so it's, like, the corset and, like, everything's pushing everywhere and the boots, and it's like, ugh. It's a long time to be in a car in that garb. I never work weekends unless I volunteer. Oh, okay. You haven't been to a Ren Fair in quite some time? So I have these friends in Colorado that would love for you to come out and go to the Ren Fair with us. No, but you guys have, like, the Canfield Ren Fair, right? That's, like, one of the biggest ones in the eastern seaboard area, I think, right? Because, like, I've never been to the Canfield one. I used to go to a quilt shop in Canfield. And that was always, like, their big draw. And I really loved that quilt shop out there. If I could ever go back to that quilt shop, I would. Really cute place. Yeah. But I had friends that I used to work with that would always go to the Canfield Ren Fair and have a good time. And you're not that far away from them, I don't think, right? It's like a 2-hour drive for you. That's actually why Louise came down, because she had to drive 2 hours to get here, right? And then another 45 minutes, so she's staying the next couple nights. Maybe, yeah, whatever.
We'll see when we get back tomorrow.
Yeah, see how you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine we're probably not going to stay, like, super long, because the kiddo, he might get exhausted, I imagine.
Oh, that's the hope. That's the hope, and then he'll fall asleep in the car.
Yeah.
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 We'll probably be home by 5.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I wouldn't mind driving back home.
Okay. Oh, man.
I really appreciate the option, though.
Yeah, of course. Like, I don't like driving at night, so, like, I don't expect anyone else to drive at night, you know what I mean? Like, don't matter to me any. You're gonna have so much fun tomorrow, because Luke's really super excited, because there's a guy there, I don't know if he's told you, but the guy's name is Jacques the Ripper.
Yeah, I've seen him on TikTok.
Yeah, he's at the Colorado.
I heard. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely excited to see him. I actually dated a guy who used to do that.
You've dated a guy from everything. Like
Oh, yeah.
you've dated the best kind of people.
Whatever is the guys with the high charisma.
And you've dated bards.
Oh yeah, legit.
Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And from what Ashemi said, where is he placed? He's placed next to another group who Osh really loves. I'm waiting for him to type it out. They're like, he tells me this story, the washing well wenches. Okay? I guess back when he was younger and went to the Ren Fair, these wenches milked his beard. Because at the time he had very long hair. Imagine him with hair. And he had a ponytail and a beard. And there was something, they split his beard into two, milked that and milked his ponytail at the same time. Right? It's the most awkward thing. They aren't the ones that milk your beard. Oh, I thought these were the ones. That is the worst sentence to say in the world. I'm not repeating that.
Are they the ones that give you a drink, and they say stuff? I've seen those kind of people too.
Oh man, I don't know, but apparently I do remember. This is something I do remember you saying, Osh, is that both Jacques and the wenches have squeakers in their shows, so they'll squeak at each other.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's one hell of a story. Yeah. I don't tell it as well as Oshemi. The uncharismatic introvert tells the story better than I do. He's gonna give me the evil eye. I can feel it. I can feel it through the wall. I mean, honestly, any story where he talks about him having hair is kind of hard to believe. God, he's gonna fucking kill me. I'm sorry. I'll be good. This is why I don't drink on stream. And then I get all these knots. Look, the karma is real. Look at all this knots. Oh, man, I just screwed up. Your beard was divided into two braids and you had a braid in your hair. One of the two sat in my lap. The other hugged up to my back and I got milked 3 ways. Okay, I really don't think that's TOS. You're trying to get me banned. Okay, I will ask you to settle down, sir. I will ask you to settle down and not get... Fucking hell. So bad. You can bury Ree all you want. That's an adorable ass little emote. Thank you very much. I'm so happy with those emotes. Have you guys seen the new ones? We got a couple new ones. We got the golden lewd berry, the chocolate covered strawberry. She's golden now. I think that's a tier 3. Excuse me. And we have follower emotes now. I remember you guys saying you wanted some sewing emotes. So we got the thread, we got the scissors, and we got the sewing machine. So, yee. We got, and the berry, yay, the berry party hype guy. I love him. He's like one of my favorites, really. Like, he's so happy. He's so happy. They're good little berries. Good little berries. I actually was carrying around with me, I have like original Sandra berries from TwitchCon in San Jose. Flynn made me enamel pins. And I still have those. And like I was just pulling them out of my pockets and handing them to people at H&H. And they would always like look at me and be like so excited. Because like I had them made as like promotional stuff for like TwitchCon. And I didn't go through all of them, obviously. And they say Sandrasa on the back in, like, slightly raised metal enamel to, you know, blend into the rest of the back of the pin. So it's like, it's a nice little promotion thing. And I'm a pin whore. You guys know that. So, like, having those little berries just to... It brightens people's day. So, made me happy. Still make me happy. They're damn cute. I want to talk to CEO about licensing stuff so I can put the berries on socks. Because I think they'd be cool as a little repeat motif on like socks or like jammy pants. I think that'd be pretty cute. Man, this quilt is going to be so much work, but every time I look at the fabric, it just makes me so happy. Like, so pretty. So pretty. Many yays. What's one thing that you were looking forward to for Ren Fair?
Oh, I want to see Jacques the Woodford.
Yeah, you want to see Jacques?
Yeah. And then I don't know. I'm just kind of gonna enjoy the experience. I mean, I like live theater kind of performances.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to seeing those elements, which is obviously why I want to see that guy. And then I worked at like Knott's for a little bit. Like
yeah.
One year I did one season of like haunt scaring, and a lot of the performers who do that also do Ren Fair.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm familiar with like the cultural aspects of it. Like like I said, I've dated a guy who used to
do performances.
Do
yeah.
The whipping shows kind of thing. So I definitely am familiar with the kind of people that do Ren Fairs.
Man, I think my favorite part, besides seeing all the pretty garb and like all the weaponry and stuff like that, this particular Ren Fair does, I think it's a grilled artichoke.
Okay.
Yeah. Luke always goes for the giant turkey leg.
Okay.
That's his favorite thing. But like, I love their artichokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just have a little bit of your artichoke, because
Yeah.
I'm not a huge artichoke person.
Oh, really?
But I like them. But I don't think I could commit to a whole one on my own.
See, it's not really the meat of the artichoke isn't really all that much. Like, it seems like it would be a lot because it's like big and a lot of petals and all that.
Yeah.
But really the meat of the petal is only like a quarter. Yeah, you just scrape a little bit. And depending on how ripe it is, but I make really good ones here at the house with like breadcrumbs and cheese and herbs and everything that melt into the petals and everything. That's kind of like what I do.
I like artichoke. Like I've had it. I've had good artichoke. It's just it's a lot. Just like the having to scrape it is. I think it's a sensory thing for me where I'm just
I could see that.
I like the flavor. I don't enjoy the process, and I know a lot of eating the artichoke is the process.
I mean, how are you on artichoke hearts?
They're okay occasionally, but I'm not...
You're not big on hearts either?
Like, I'll eat them if they're, like, in something, you know what I mean?
We have, I don't know if you have it up where you're at, but we have a pizza shop down here called Papa Murphy's, where they do fresh pizza that you can take home. Like, it's not frozen or everything. They make the dough right there, and they top it, and then they box it, and you take it, or they wrap it and take it, and you bake it fresh. And it's... You can tell it's like good pizza because you smell the yeast and everything. But they make a chicken artichoke heart pizza that's really good. I like putting spinach on it and some red onions.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's probably not something I would go for.
Not with the artichoke? Yeah.
No.
I saw your comment, Chica. I appreciate you. I'm slightly rolling my eyes in my head because, like, you can say that I'm busting my butt, but I don't feel like I'm busting my butt. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you, buddy.
I'm weird tastes in pizza.
Okay.
I like pineapple and jalapeno.
I like pineapple. I believe pineapple should be on pizza.
I know you don't like jalapeno, so.
I like the flavor of jalapeno. I don't like the texture.
Yeah.
Like,
that's me with artichoke.
yeah, it's kind of funny like that.
Yep.
Sure. Hey, don't give me that sure bullshit. One of the pineapple pizza is love, man. Love is love, and pineapple pizza is it. Okay, we're not gonna get into the argument here. You better be hyped about it.
Thing.
You know, I don't know about that. I feel like some people just have that distaste for the idea of fruit on pizza, even though pizza has fruit sauce, like tomato is, so like, there's one person I watch from time to time who streams, who he'll get on a tirade of, like, if you mention pineapple pizza, and he's like, fruit doesn't belong on pizza, and fruit, there's no other food that has, like, fruit in it, and pineapple, like, savory. I'm thinking, have you never had, like, Asian food? Like, I've had meals that are, like, a spicy pineapple kind of, like...
Yeah, like pineapple and ham.
Yeah.
That's why people usually put pineapple and ham on a pizza, because it's, like, savory, salty,
the sweet
sour,
with the...
Sweet.
Well, and pineapple is acidic in a way, you know, it's
sour.
So it adds that brightness to it.
Well, I think that's why I think it's, like, kind of a regional thing, because I know in Southern California, where, like, we grew up, it's very, like, pineapple, jalapeno, like, that's something that...
Yeah, but even in California, like, I had people that hated it.
Oh,
that
for
were,
sure.
like...
Oh, for sure.
But, like, everywhere I go has had a pineapple pizza.
Yeah.
Right? But for some reason, it's, like, Canadian bacon. Do you remember what it...
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it's ham,
pizza.
but... Yeah, exactly. Like, that was the first pizza I remember ever eating.
Yeah.
Was a Hawaiian pizza. But, man, I had a pizza the other night on thin crust that was so flippin' fantastic. It was a Thai pizza. And it had, like, this... had zucchini. Very thin discs of zucchini with a white sauce... and the cheese, and then it was like this Thai spicy sticky sauce kind of drizzled on it. Yeah, it was so, oh man, it's like my favorite thing, because you wouldn't think zucchini works on a pizza, but it does.
Zucchini to me makes sense. I am not a fan of white sauce on pizza.
I love white sauce on pizza.
It's not for me.
I like garlic white sauce. Like, I'm not a big Alfredo, because some places will put, like, an Alfredo, but I don't want Alfredo. I want, like, a garlic white sauce.
I think for me it was, what's that medieval-themed pizza place?
Round Table Pizza. That was my favorite. That was my favorite.
And their vegetarian pizza, it's got that white sauce on it.
It's like a garlic white lover, yeah.
I remember just always being, like, annoyed with that pizza, because it was like everybody always wanted to eat there. Like, that was always where we did fundraisers and
yeah, because it was like the niche, and like, oh, how fun is that? Yeah,
and I'm like, I just want, like, cheese, tomato sauce, like, just a cheese pizza I'm good with. If I can choose pineapple and jalapeno, I will. That is, like, if I'm gonna get toppings, I want that. But I'd rather just have a cheese pizza. And people are like, well, don't you want stuff on it? Like, you can get a vegetarian pizza. I'm like, no, I just want cheese and tomato sauce.
Like, what's so hard about that? Like, come on, just let me have my pizza, man.
Yeah, sometimes people get, like, weird about it. Like, they're like, wait, you can't, like, you... Oh,
how dare you just have cheese?
I was like, I just want something simple. Okay?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
And I always felt like the Round Table Pizza, like, I remember my boyfriend in high school's family always ate there, and it was just like it almost made me dislike it more. Mm-hmm. And so it was like that negative connotation with it. Yeah. It was like, ugh, I'm stuck getting this pizza that's got too much stuff on it. It's got, like, you know, mushrooms or whatever. Like, I don't like mushrooms, so having, like, a veggie pizza with mushrooms, I'm like, absolutely not. And then having the connotation with the garlicky sauce, I'm like, no.
No, you were over it. You were over it from day one.
Yeah. Like, I think the first time I tried it, it was okay. I mean, obviously, like, I still ate it, but it was just, like, having to eat it
constantly,
yeah.
See, whenever I would get it, because, like, Round Table was the expensive pizza place, right?
Yeah.
So we only went when I did softball, and we
Okay.
do like softball party kind of thing, cause yeah. So that
Yeah, it was the fundraiser choice.
yeah. Yeah. But I remember enjoying it, you know what I mean? And are they still around?
I don't know. They used to be in like the mall and stuff like that.
I don't remember. I remember the one place in Glendora that was like in the plaza. It was like
Yeah.
on the corner there.
The one in Laverne definitely shut down.
Hmm.
But again, it's not a place I choose to go.
I mean, I can't blame you on that one.
I think that's just one of those things where like if you just have like too much of a negative connotation with something, it doesn't matter.
It burns it out.
It has nothing to do with like the quality or like how good it actually is. It's just
Yeah. Man, the one place that I kind of miss. I'm making you want pizza now? I mean, it's 9:30. It's not too late for a pizza, but we just ate all those yummy tacos.
yeah.
So, like, I'd be down for a Thai pizza, but also we don't have any. Same. Oh, God. 2 people in the house want pizza. I'm screwed. A good Chicago stuffed pizza. That's the one thing we didn't do in Chicago. We did not get, like, a traditional Chicago pizza, and I'm kind of sad about it. Papa closes at 9. Fuck. Well, no Thai pizza then. No Thai pizza. When does Domino's close? Are you guys really seriously thinking about getting pizza? Because I could go for some wings. Midnight? God, you guys are planning pizza. Man, bad things happen on Friday nights when you have drinks. But bad things in good ways. I'm getting a hexie done, yay! I just have like 90 more of these to go. Can you believe I've got like, there's 92 of these units, these 2-inch hexies, and then 657 of these.
It's the small ones that kind of blow my mind. Like, that you chose to make even smaller than the regular hexagons.
These aren't smaller than regular hexagons, though. This is blown up. A normal hexagon?
Oh no.
Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you a normal hexagon.
Like, that's already tiny to me. Because, like, I don't sew the way that you do, but I have hand sewn stuff before.
Yeah.
Like, I used to always sew babies onto aprons for, like, wedding aprons for family.
Yeah.
And so, like, just sewing a little baby onto an apron, like...
Yeah, that's kind of the style that doing that kind of motion, that's like my applique when I do the hand turn. Yeah. So you guys remember the subscription hexies that I do for you guys who are subscribers? This center one, this is a traditional hexagon. It's a 1-inch, which means that this here is 1 inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is normal. So we got our Tipsy Tea hexies and then normal. So you can see just how, like, this becomes a 2-inch hexie with the framing around it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could easily, if I wanted to be really super crazy, is do the tiny with this and then go out with that.
Yeah. I don't think I have the patience for...
Man, these kind of projects, though, like, they are my travel projects.
Yeah.
Like, when we go driving tomorrow, I'll have something, because it helps reduce my anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, for me, that would be origami.
Mm-hmm.
Origami is something that, for me, is, like, it's almost, like, meditative.
Yeah.
And everything, where you're just kind of, like, you're focusing on something with your intention and being mindful of it, and it almost kind of like releases the rest of your brain.
Yeah. Well, and I've gotten to the point with my English, with the hand sewing for the English paper piecing, that I don't even really have to focus as much as I used to. Like, I zone out so easy.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, if I'm watching, like, football games, like, I'm still a big football fan.
Yeah.
So I'll sit there on the couch, and I'll listen to the game, and I'm hand sewing, like, the whole time. Like, it's zen for me. You know what I mean?
That's probably a lot easier, because when I was having to do, like, the hand sewing, I was having to, like, focus and try and figure out, because I was doing, like, beading and, like, I was
That's a lot.
beads onto little babies and having to, like, figure out, because, like, obviously there's not, like, easy to follow, like, guides of, like, how to sew a baby onto an apron. Like, plastic baby.
First, you take the nearest newborn baby from their mother, still screaming and crying off the tit, and then you pin it down to your apron. Don't mind the screaming. It's okay.
Yeah, and it was like, I did them for, like, I've done at least 3 that I can think of. I think I did, like, 4 of them. My mom sewed the apron, and then I did all of the, like, embroidery, like doing, not embroidery, but, like, embellishments of, like, the beads, putting, like, jewels on and stuff like that, and sewing them babies, so that way there's little hanging babies.
That's so funny.
It's like a Polish tradition.
Is it?
I'm not even Polish, but it's our family friends growing up. They were Polish, and so I made one for one of my friends, and then the sister-in-law. So like when this woman married into the family, I made one for her, and then my family liked the tradition so much that, like, I made one for my sister.
That is a really weird tradition to, like, latch onto. Not gonna lie.
And then I made one for, like, my cousins.
Were they aware of this tradition, or was it, like, kind of, like, out of the ballpark, and they're like, why are you doing this weird thing?
They were aware, they wanted it.
Oh,
like,
okay.
And, like, specifically, one of my cousins asked for, like, no babies, so we did, like, dogs instead or something like that.
Okay.
So it's like...
Is it supposed to, like, manifest fertility or something?
Yes, it is totally a fertility thing. That's why it's, like, little plastic babies. Like, you sew these little plastic babies onto it, and they look like they're, like, flying on a little apron.
Wow. We learn something new every night, guys. That's so weird.
Yeah, and it's like a gift you give to the bride, and then she has to wear it over her
That's
wedding
like
dress.
getting a king's cake during Fat Tuesday, and there being a baby inside of the king's cake, and, like, that is just the weirdest fucking shit to me.
It's the same babies. We use the same little plastic babies.
Man, those are so fucking creepy. So weird, so creepy.
Weird. Yeah, it was very weird sewing little babies onto, because it's like, they're just kind of like, how do you sew that onto something? And so I would take ribbon and, like, tie the ribbon around them and make these little bows, and then I'd sew the bow onto it, and then I'd put, like, beads onto the bows.
Man, you went full ham. Jeez.
And, like, different lengths of, like, the ribbons and stuff like that, so that way they'd flop differently.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Honestly, it's a weird tradition. I think I'm a little more weirded out that your family loved it so much.
Yeah, that it's not even our culture.
No.
We were like, yep.
Yeah, we want fertility apron babies.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I mean, part of that's, you know, because, like, our family doesn't necessarily have as connected with all of our traditions because of, like, wars and stuff like that. So it's kind of nice to have at least something Slavic, because, like, we are Slavic too, and so it's kind of nice to have something that's at least
something a little connected.
Adjacent.
Yeah. A lot of the traditions that I had as a kid were very southern in nature, like having ham hocks and black-eyed peas on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Because that's, like, bringing fortune to you then the next year. Mm-hmm. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we did that. The Polish tradition is fish, is, like, pickled herring.
Ooh.
You're supposed to eat it, but we were, like, kids when like, their family was like, oh, let's try to do this, and so they were like, you don't have to eat it, you just hold it. And so we held pickled herring in our hand at midnight.
That's a little weird too.
It's almost kind of weirder to just hold it and not eat it.
Yeah. Wow.
But it's the same idea that it's supposed to bring
prosperity and
into
good
the
fortune.
new year.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. Somebody. They're gonna be ordering pizza.
Yeah, if you go back to Chicago, I asked my friend who's from that area what the pizza that she recommended was, and it was just Giordano's.
Yeah, I've had them.
Yeah.
I've been to Chicago. I went to Chicago the first time when I was in college. We had it's called SOFA. It's like the Society for Furnishings. I don't want to say fine art because it was mainly a focus on woodworking and ceramics and glass blowing and some fibers too. But when I went there, we stayed like downtown Denver or downtown Chicago, and I got to have like actual.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really good. And of course I got the white pizza with spinach, like everyone else did tomato sauce, but like I can't have too much tomato sauce because it's a nightshade and gives me migraines.
Okay.
So like
that's a very good reason
Yeah.
to like the white sauce.
Yeah, I mean I still like red sauce, like I'll still have it, but like if you guys are getting pizza, you gotta get me some wings or something. You guys can't be like talking about ordering pizza in my stream and not get me anything. You can't do that. It doesn't work that way. I am the middleman here. You have to pay me dividends, okay? Pay the royal dividends.
I had a frozen. I like frozen pizzas. That's kind of usually what I do if I want pizzas. I have a frozen pizza.
Yeah.
California Pizza Kitchen had a vegetarian barbecue chicken.
Oh,
pizza.
yeah.
And then I swear, as soon as I found it, within like 2 weeks, it was already on clearance, and they were completely out.
That's bullshit.
It was so like
That's
was like,
disheartening.
are you kidding me? And it was like something that like me and my mom both liked.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, we can just keep buying these. And like if they had them on clearance, we would have bought them out too. Like, but they were all gone, and it was just like, are you kidding me? Like it was really good. Like I don't usually like thin crust, but it was really good, even considering that it was thin crust.
Yeah.
And they were completely gone, and I'm just like, what happened? I just discovered this, and now it's gone.
That's like the worst.
I know.
You mourn how long you could have enjoyed this thing that you had no idea about. Yeah.
I had no idea it existed. Maybe they wouldn't have put it on clearance if like we had been buying them regularly, but like I didn't even
I think it's
look.
more than just you. Yes, my dear.
Flavor of wings or chicken melt thing?
Chicken melt
Chicken
thing.
melt.
Yeah. Feed my fat face, please.
Well, like I didn't eat lunch today, so I was like, shit. I'm fucking hungry.
Well, man, if you slept like and got up earlier than
Oh,
noon,
it's so bad.
yeah.
I was having the worst night.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's all good. It is what it is.
It happens. There we go. Look how cute it is. We only have a few more to go. We've got we got 3 more connectors. And then we'll have everything that I have ready is basted. So that's good. And then I just have to I honestly have to kind of do another count because of doing things like this one here. I'll move my shit out of the way and we can look at it. So this, guys, if you don't know what we're doing, this is for Tipsy Tea, but this companion piece, right? The companion piece. I'm calling it Tea to Go, okay? And what's going to happen with this is I'm going to quilt it and make it up, and we're going to do binding at the top of it. And then, with our new Yazzie bag, we're going to take that panel. Oh, I just clicked my computer. Silly goober. But you can see how And I just muted my stream. I'm doing all the things wrong. There we go. Anyway, so you can see how it's going to fit. I actually made it smaller, so it'll actually, when it's all sewn up and it has the binding along the top, it'll sew right along the line here for the handle, so the handle won't get in the way of, like, because if I did the panel all the way to the top, then I'd be, like, pinning these at the top, and it would kind of, like, tug at it a little bit. But if I at least stay down below where this line is, the strain isn't going to be hindering the panel. So, yeah. I think it'll be really cute when it's all said and done. But we're ETA on when this pattern's release is kind of up in the air because we have so many things that have kind of come down the pipeline that were unexpected, that are going to be for market and that are going to be for just patterns coming out sooner rather than later. So honestly, at this point, we're probably looking at Tipsy Tea and Tea to Go for spring for next year, which is fine because it's all hand sewing. I need time to sew it, right? I have too much shit to do to, like, breakneck everything, right? So, yeah. It'll get done when it gets done, and I'm not going to worry about it, and it's going to be super pretty. What's up?
I was gonna say, I like that my nails match the,
They do. They're so pretty.
they match the bag.
Look, you blending in, you can see. It's so cute. I love it. This is an interesting shade of pink, too, because it's a warm shade. You don't really realize how warm it is until you have, like, this pink, which is a much cooler shade up against it.
It's like a watermelon pink.
Yes. That's exactly how I would describe it. It's very much a watermelon pink. I like that. It's my watermelon bag now.
Yeah.
It's a big-ass bag, too, so it's like...
I think that color really works well with, like, the
well, and
colors
I've got
that are
these
on
reds
here.
kind of coming and popping through, these red oranges, so even though it's not the right shade of pink for this, it
I think
still
it makes
plays.
it emphasizes, like, those ones even more than, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. I really like that idea. It's so pretty! I'm really happy with it, and I'm really excited to... I originally was thinking about doing 2 panels, doing a panel on the front that was this applique piece, and then on the back, doing just a solid English paper piece.
Yeah.
I don't know, it all depends on how many hexes I have left over when I'm all said and done, whether I do that or not. I kind of like the idea of doing that, but at the other hand, like, if I'm carrying this tote, like, against me, right, then something's gonna be always against me and always on the bottom, like on a table or whatever. And if something is dirty, and, like, that's why I don't want to do another applique at least, because the applique is on such a white background.
Yeah. And I think having the applique on one side kind of creates more of a focal point.
Yeah. And the whole reason why I'm even doing this specifically is I have people who are testing the pattern in general, and I have, like, 3 testers out of my group who didn't want to test the full quilt.
Yeah.
They just want to mainly test the applique.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, can you make a tote? And I spent a good week, like, I got a good way through, like, designing a tote, and, like, the illustration comes easy. But, like, I'm not a tote maker by trade.
Yeah.
Like, my brain, I can see how the 3D would work, but I'm not proficient enough on how totes are made to know...
the actual construction.
Yeah. Unless I worked with somebody specifically that is really good with totes. And then this kind of fell in my lap, and I'm like, why don't I just do this? Like, I don't have the time, energy, or I don't have the bandwidth to spend a month figuring out how to make a tote that...
Well, I think that people could also use on, like, pillows or something, too.
Yeah, they very much could.
It kind of works with the, like, idea that they could do a sample of that, and it could be for that, or they could turn it into a pillow.
Well, and, like, so this is going to be its own standalone pattern. It'll be a smaller pattern, but it'll be its own. But with Tipsy Tea, I'm probably going to have, like, a bonus pattern of like a table runner,
Oh, nice.
just using the same units
that would be
and just
super
doing,
cool.
yeah, that way you can kind of, I like having accents,
Mhm.
you know, so, and I hang a lot of my quilts,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, so it's kind of nice to have like a pillow over here or like a little thing there, you know. That's
Yeah.
how I work anyway.
Yeah, I like having pops of color throughout the house.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to have your art shown in different ways throughout the house.
Yeah, me too. I just like being able to have my art shown
Yeah.
again. Like I went like maybe 3 or 4 years where I didn't make anything,
Yeah.
and it was just like, because life is just busy. Life happens. You know what I mean?
That's kind of where I'm at with my performance stuff. Where
Yeah.
it's like it's been a while since I've performed. You know, it's fun to play with kids because like a lot of playing with kids is similar to like doing improv and stuff like
Yeah.
that, where you're having to like
Play
listen and
pretend.
react and you're playing pretend. So
Yeah.
that's kind of fun, but at the same time, like
It's not
you know,
the same
kids
though.
are not as flexible. They have certain ideas about how they want to play, and they don't really yes and other people's ideas. They very
Mhm.
much want you to yes and their ideas.
Yeah, and they're
So-
very prompt to say no.
Yes, which is
Yeah.
you know good. That's
It's good,
something you
yes,
should
but
learn.
it's not the improv rules.
No.
Yeah, so yeah, I get that. And I've been trying to engage with Xander in that way because he, you know, we were getting more social interaction for him when I was going to the gym, when I
Yeah.
had time and all that. But, you know, because I have kids care and stuff like that. But, like, lately, I just haven't had the time. And so, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But he said, okay, little kid has, like, taken to Louise, like, freaking honey on a sticky bear. I don't know what to describe it as. But it's crazy. And he has slipped calling her Aunt Jenny a couple times. Like, yeah. This kid, and it was so cute tonight as he was like starting to fall asleep on the couch. He's like snuggled right up to you and kind of just like rubbing his eyes and saying how it hurts and like just trying to, like, you could see he was just about ready to like lay against you and fall asleep. It was the cutest fucking thing.
Yeah. Super cute.
Cutest fucking thing.
Yeah.
He can be such a little monster, but at the same time he can be so damn cute. It's not fair.
That's kids, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Only sometimes. Most of the time. I mean, they get challenging, though. He's in the Defiant 3s right now.
Oh yeah.
So, when we came home from Montana after him spending a week with his grandparents, and, like, they didn't spoil him, per se, but, like, they had the time to dote on him. And, like, he got to go on a tractor ride with Shabadoo and all this other stuff. And, like, he comes home and I'm like nonstop working and
Yeah.
he's at work and it's like, it was a rough transition.
Yeah.
But he's doing better and we're kind of trying to make sure to have, because his sister will be home in like a month. So this is kind of like his time right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm used to being the cool aunt.
Yeah.
So I slide into that position
Pretty
well.
easy. Yeah. I've got nieces and nephews, but they're back in Cali, so
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to see them in person yet.
Yeah, I'm the cool aunt. I've got an almost 20-year-old nibbling, so I'm very experienced. I've had multiple.
You've had multiple
kids.
opportunities.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm very experienced with kids at all ages. And, they love me and they think I'm cool. Like, even when I was at the pool, like, you know, wearing my Target swimsuit from last year, some tween was like, oh my gosh, I like her swimsuit. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, somebody who's young thinks I'm cool. They never thought I was cool when I was that age.
They still don't think we're cool at this age. Well, for you, sure.
She was like,
She thought you were cool.
She thought I was cool, and like, even we went to go to Meow Wolf for my youngest sibling.
I haven't been out there yet. I want to go.
Great. it's a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
I would suggest going maybe earlier with the kiddo, just so that way there's less people there.
Unless, yeah.
Because that
I wasn't sure if it was something for kids or not,
it
because...
is super kid friendly.
Oh, okay.
Super kid friendly. Like, there's just kids running around being wild and...
I don't think I could handle that. I think my anxiety would have gone nuts.
That's why I'm like, go earlier in the day, and then there's less people there.
Yeah.
Just because it can be a little bit, like...
A little much.
Loud, and like I said, with the kids running around, it can be a lot. But we went, and as soon as I got in the car, I could hear, or my Nibblings friend that they brought with us was like, "Your aunt is so cool," because I was wearing like a fake leather jacket and like I had like a little like scarf tied around my neck. You know what
So
I mean?
you had the cool aunt vibes going.
Oh, yeah.
Man, like... So I will say that Little Bug's friends, she started having sleepovers in the last year or so, and like having friends over and stuff, and they'll come over and like have fun and play and whatever, and then I'm like, yeah, you guys go ahead and go on downstairs and you guys can play, because we'll set up the game system down here on the big projector and all that. They come down here and like, I'll have all the RGB lights on, because Lainey's, her computer system is all RGB, and she's got RGB on her desk, so it lights up everything, and then, like, I can always hear them.
Yeah.
That's the only time I'll be the cool mom, is when they come and they see, like, all the gaming shit.
The hair helps, though, too. The hair is very cool, Mom.
Yeah, the hair is cool mom, but scares the other moms.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Who cares about the other moms?
No, well, like, I don't care that much, but, like, and that's kind of one of the things, like, when I went to H&H. You know, I'll do my hair, and, because I like it, or B, it gives me confidence, right? That kind of thing, and it's a great icebreaker. But C, it also tells me, like, right off the bat, who do I want to engage with? Because if you write me off just because my hair is different, then you don't need to be in my universe.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, like, it always surprises people. I can always tell, like, on their face, you can always tell that moment when they're surprised that I am so kind, bubbly, and outgoing. Like, they were expecting me to be, like, this hard ass or something.
It's so funny, because, like, I don't know, I think if you know people who have...
They are not your people. You're right, TJ. They are not my
who's,
people.
like, into alternative stuff, like, it's like, no, the weird-haired people, they're the fun ones, they're the nice ones, they're, like... But then again, that's the thing where it's like, those are my people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's just, like... It was so nice at this convention, because there were a lot more people with bright green hair and just all that kind of stuff, because it was like an umbrella of fibers in general. So you had all sorts.
Well, it's Chicago, not Texas.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I have some cool friends in Texas.
Oh yeah, no, Texas definitely has like people are always surprised at how much variety there is in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have family there too, and it's like, you never know. It's almost like it's just the loud people that are the like not cool people in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. So it just, and I'm looking forward to, what did I just do to my music? Did my music just die? It might just be this. There we go. There we go. There's my music. But yeah, so I'm very interested to see how it goes in Houston this year, because it's a very different situation than the first time I went. Because the first time I went as a friend's, like, helper, pretty much. Because she was having her third book released by a publishing company. And so she was there to, like, do demos and to, like, kind of just be there, right? And, like, I hadn't really put anything out into the world, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was doing art shows and stuff like that, quilt art shows. So, yeah, it was a very interesting experience. And I'm kind of excited to go back and see how different... Excuse me. Goodness gracious. I'm interested to see how my experience has changed, A, with almost 10 years of experience between the two, and B, being in such a different position as I was then. Because, like, now I have put stuff in the world. Now I am working with brands. Now I am, you know, and I have so much more confidence.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a different person than I was then.
And you've got the sassy short hair.
I do have the sassy short hair. I had short hair then too, but it was all natural. Because, like, there was no way in hell that I was going to be able to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, it's funny. Because I have felt like I've been comfortable in my own skin for, like, at least 15 years.
Yeah.
But I haven't really felt like I've come into my own until, like, the last 5. Like, when I moved out here and that change, that was really, like, the catalyst I needed to really fully accept myself.
Yeah.
And I surrounded myself with people that supported me.
That really makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like you're empowering yourself by who you're surrounding yourself with, and that can make a huge difference. Like, and that's something you give yourself.
Yeah, well, and allowing myself to have that, right? Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm still a work in progress. I mean, I think we all are to a certain extent. But, like, I have a really huge problem of saying I'm sorry and feeling that guilt, right? I have, like, forever, right? And I'd like to think I'm getting better at it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one of those things where, like, once you become aware of it, that's the first step. And then it's kind of like, then you're on the journey. And it's more about enjoying the journey and discovering, like, who you are, what makes you happy, what feeds your soul, kind of a thing. That's really what life's all about. That's life. That's living.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't. And I was gonna say a bad word, and I like to cuss. I don't like being afraid of words. However, I know that when I go to market and I have to do the demos and stuff like that, like, I have to be a little more censored. Don't laugh at me, Draconic. Don't laugh at me. I see you over there chuckling to yourself. Because you know I like to say fuck just as bad as everybody else. God damn it. But yeah, I'm trying to be...
More mindful.
That's a good way of saying it, because I don't want to say censored.
No.
Because it's not...
It's definitely more of a... It's being mindful, using it...
Well, and I don't want to say being professional, because I don't...
situationally appropriate.
Yeah, it is more professional not to cuss as much. And knowing what audience it is. But at the same time... Like, and that... I am who I am.
Yeah.
Right? And it's kind of funny... because, like, the names of my patterns, I think, really irk my tech editor. Because I was telling her about how many projects I had coming up.
Yeah.
And she was like, holy moly, you're, like, really burning fire. Like, you're on fire. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, we're going to have a conversation about apostrophes. And I'm like, no. Like, when Bees and Peonies came out, I had one person who's, like, another designer who's actually a well-respected, established designer private message me and be like, the plural of peony is peonies, IES, and all that other stuff. And I'm like, yes, I'm aware of that. Thank you. I am aware of that. And because, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
English is stupid. I don't care.
Yeah.
And it fits better with a YS than an IES. Like, can't fit that.
I think that's something to consider, and it's one of those things where, like, but that's the name of this pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And as a writer, like, that's something I'm aware of, where you're like, you get to choose when you're following the rules and when you bend them and when you break them, and that's your choice as an artist.
Well, and especially if I'm naming something versus, like, using it in a sentence and, like...
Yeah, that is the name of that pattern.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the scientific name. Like, it's like, okay, well, yeah, technically peony is the common name for it.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, scientifically, if you really want to be accurate, it's
you can get the Latin right.
Yeah, and it's like, well, that's not
well,
the
and
point.
like I've got a pattern coming out for Christmas, but I'm doing a Christmas in July thing in like a week or two, and it's called Winter's Whimsy. Mm-hmm. So like I know that archer too. And like I just kind of think it's funny at this point. Like I've been trying to be better about like consistency and everything. My tech editor is amazing. I don't want anyone to think that I don't like her or anything. She's like the most talented person. I am always yelling at her that she needs to charge me like an actual appropriate wage for her time, because she undercharges way too much. Like I have to tip her to make up the difference. Like she's nuts. But yeah.
Well, she brings the tech and you bring the art. And that's the balance of the
That's the balance. Yeah, I suppose. I just... English is not easy for me sometimes.
I didn't really get into writing until college. Like, I liked writing, like, poetry and songs growing up, but I didn't get really, like, serious about writing until college.
Well, and, like... I still don't like to write, but I write a blog now.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say I hate it. I've gotten better at writing it, but it's still like the most draining of all the tasks that I do. But at the same time, I enjoy making the content.
Yeah.
And delivering, even though I don't... People see it. I can see the numbers and all that, but I don't really know how much of an impact it's actually making. So... But yeah, so we've hit 10 o'clock, guys. We are at our ending point. I want to thank Louise for hanging out. She's gonna come around. Let me go to the intro scene so you guys can see her better. Say bye. But yeah,
bye,
thank
y'all.
you to Louise for coming and hanging out and just talking the bullshit with me. And hopefully she'll come and hang out more often. And we do game nights on Saturday. That
I
she's...
didn't realize my hair kind of
Yeah, our hair kind of matches. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got that blue going on. I actually kind of have to like do another dye job a little bit, but I'm being stubborn.
Yeah, I just did mine the other day. That's why this.
I know, because you went to a wedding.
I did it before that, and I had to redo it again.
Oh, I got
this
you.
This one is it's Arctic Fox, and it washes out so quickly.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice that it washes out quickly, because then I can change it.
I use unicorn hair. I don't know if you've used them. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't unicorn hair. I actually paid a girl a lot of money for it. But I'll follow it up with unicorn hair. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out with Louise and I and talking the shit. And I hope you guys enjoyed our zen of English paper piecing and drinking. And talking about pizza. I'm sorry if you've ordered pizza because of us. It happens. It was so fun. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, TJ. I'm so glad. And Draconic and everybody who's come out to support the streams, you guys mean so much to me, and I'm not gonna get all sappy. I'll refrain from that. But I do have to do the sellouty part now. You guys, if you want to, join my Discord, follow me on Instagram. I'm over on Threads, kind of. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm doing all the things. Look for my patterns. We're gonna have some more coming out soon, right? I just said we have our Sappy is good. Sappy is good bullshit. Bullshit. My mod is not paying attention. He's got to do the sellouty things too. But yeah, just follow all the things. And I will see you guys on Monday. We're going to be doing some more Tipsy Tea. I think we're going to be working more on some more hexies, big hexies, because I actually fixed my sewing machine. So we can actually start doing some thread painting and actually getting that done. Because before we can quilt this guy, I've got to thread paint him so he's at least a little more stable and not going to fall apart. So that's a thing. We'll do it on Monday. Thanks, guys. Have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you real soon. Bye, guys.